You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome, curious minds, to our exploration today. We're looking into, well, a really fascinating mix of recent tech articles and insights. Our sources cover quite a range from some pretty surprising IoT security flaws you might have at home, right through to big steps in AI and developer tools. Our goal, like always, is to pull out those key insights, those surprising facts, so you leave feeling informed, but, without feeling buried in information.
Exactly. And what's interesting is how these different bits of news, they aren't really separate things. They actually link up, revealing bigger pictures about, well, security vulnerabilities on one hand and some amazing innovation on the other, both really critical.
Okay, let's dive straight in then. Something that really caught my eye was the security situation with our smart devices.
Yeah.
The ones just sitting there. Turns out some are practically broadcasting vulnerabilities. There was this researcher, right, found serious flaws in lofty alarm clocks.
Oh, yeah, I saw
We're
it.
talking credentials just out there.
Phew.
Publicly available, could let someone mess with alarm settings, see your Wi-Fi details.
Which is pretty personal data.
Exactly. And even run code remotely on, over 40,000 of these clocks? It's a bit chilling.
It really is.
And it makes you think, but all the other gadgets, what hidden risks are just sitting there?
That's the pervasive challenge, isn't it? And it scales up. Moving from like your alarm clock to the bigger picture, you see major companies like Google Cloud tackling credential leaks across the whole supply chain.
Right, they have to.
Yeah, and what's interesting is this new scanning tool they've developed. It automatically spots leaked credentials in open source stuff packages, Docker images, that kind of thing.
So it finds them.
Finds them and helps fix them almost instantly, which stops misuse spreading through the software supply chain. That's the idea. And they're planning to make it even broader, cover third-party credentials too.
That's definitely a step in the right direction for large-scale stuff. But, even with innovation, sometimes things go wrong in unexpected ways.
Oh, definitely.
Like that Google Cloud outage back in June.
Yeah.
The cause was, well, it wasn't some complex attack.
No, it was surprisingly simple, wasn't it?
Yeah, a misconfigured policy. And the kicker, it had blank fields, just empty.
Uh-huh. Seemed minor.
Totally. But that triggered this massive crash loop in their service control across different regions.
It just goes to show in these complex systems, sometimes nothing like an empty field can be worse than an actual mistake you can see.
Yeah, it really makes you double-check everything, even the defaults or the blanks.
Yeah.
Configuration management is key. Okay, so from those slightly worrying security lessons, let's pivot to some more positive development. Developer tools are getting better, more connected.
Which is always good news for developers.
Right, like Pulumi now directly supporting Terraform modules.
Ah, yes. That's a big help for interoperability.
Huge. It simplifies things massively for people who have, complex Terraform setups and want to move to Pulumi or use both. They've got this three-phase approach, so you can bring your existing Terraform stuff into Pulumi gradually. No big bang needed.
And that idea of connecting tools, making things work together, it gets even more important when you bring AI into coding, especially with sensitive data involved.
True. How do you use AI help without sharing private code?
Well, that's where something like the Azure DevOps MCP server comes in. It's in public preview now. Essentially, it lets GitHub Copilot running in Visual Studio or VS Code talk securely to your Azure DevOps setup using your own private data kept locally.
Oh, interesting. So the AI assists, but the sensitive code doesn't leave your environment.
Exactly. It's trying to solve that core problem. Get AI coding help, but keep your data private and secure. It's a pretty significant development for practical AI use.
This definitely feels like a practical step. And looking even bigger picture, at AI itself, Google Cloud just donated its Agent Protocol A2A to the Linux Foundation.
Yeah, that's a foundational move.
It's more than just a donation, right? They're launching a whole open source project around it.
Aiming to standardize how different AI agents communicate.
Imagine AI agents from, say, Google, AWS, Microsoft, Cisco. They're all backing this. By the way, being able to talk to each other securely.
It creates a common ground, a vendor-neutral way for them to work together. That's potentially huge for building more complex, collaborative AI systems down the line.
Really feels like laying the groundwork for whatever comes next in AI development.
It really does. And it ties everything together in a way. You've got these incredibly complex systems we're building. Think about it. A blank field crashes a cloud service. A simple alarm clock opens a door for hackers. It just underscores how vital it is, doesn't it? We need to innovate fast, absolutely, but we also need that foundational security, that clarity, baked into every single step, development, deployment, everything.
That is a powerful thought to end on. How do we balance that speed with that essential security and clarity? Something for all of us to think about as we use and build technology. Thanks for exploring all this with us today. Until next time, stay curious.
You've been listening to The Vocal Technologist. Tune in next time.